As a content creator myself, I believe that every well written content has an intensive content research done behind it. And that is something what we're going to talk about in this video. But before that, who am I? My name is Somya, and I'm a social media manager and personal branding specialist. So I think that makes me well enough knowledgeable to tell you about these things, I guess, because this is what I do for a living. If you're watching this video, I assume that you already know that before following these steps, you should know A, who your audience is, two, who your competitors are. If you don't know these things, I'm really sorry, this video is not for you. So without wasting time, let's get started. Now, this roadmap has 4 steps. So starting with the very first step you need to do when you're doing your content research is to be clear on what topics you're going to look for when you're doing this research. When you're planning your strategy and when you're doing your market and competitor research, you will know what are the topics that are working in the market. You cannot just create content on whatever topic you feel like. You have to be well knowledgeable and have data to back up on what type of content you're creating, because A, there has to be some content that will get the audience. If you're randomly creating content, you will not attract new audience or even the right audience. So maybe this can be like 2 topics, 3 topics, maximum 5 topics. I recommend having 3 topics, not more than that. But if you want, you can have 5 topics. So for the second step, you would want to decide the platforms you want to do the content research on, and have only 2 or 3 platforms maximum where you are doing the content research for at a time. I usually go to Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter, not more than that. If I am going extra miles, then I might just go to Reddit or Quora. I think they have really good, questions that people are asking, and they are actual consumer of your content. So it makes your work much more easier. These are the platforms that I prefer. If you want more of them, you can check the caption or the description. I will have in more platforms that you can go for your content research. Now, I want you to know that when you're doing your content research, don't just sit for an hour and think you are done. No, when I sit for content research, I spend like maximum 3 hours just to do the content research, because it is a time consuming process. Because A, going through a lot of content that is being created on all over the internet, so it takes time. Two, you are also analyzing that content and noting it out, so it's gonna take time. So when you are sitting for content research, make sure you are giving it full attention, and you are not on your phone or with music. You have to give your 100% to the content you're consuming. And as a content creator, I have realized that not just on the time of content research, we as a normal consumer, when we start creating content, we change as a consumer. We start analyzing everything we're watching. So I hope I'm not the only one who is experiencing these things. If you're a content creator, and if you have experienced something like this, that you are watching a video and you start analyzing how he started the video, how he retained his audience and everything, then please comment down below that yes, I'm not the only one. Make sure that you're choosing maximum 2 to 3 platforms, not more than that. You don't want to overwhelm yourself with so much content. Third thing is, set your intentions. Now that you know what platforms to go for, what topics to look for, now you're going to see every content with 2 minds. First is what your competitors are posting. For this, you need to know who your competitors are. You need to have this mindset of what exactly are your competitors are trying to achieve, and how exactly are they planning their strategy, analyzing it, right? That's the first mindset that you are going to have when you're doing the content research. Second is, how are your consumer responding to these content. Now, when you go to a platform, and let's say a profile, for example, I go to my competitor's profile, when I'm consuming all that content, I will have all the Instagram posts there, right? So I will be seeing how he or she is making the content, what is the format he or she is following, the structure, and how is everything looking. And then I'll see how the audience is responding, maybe through the comment section, through the likes and everything. Or if it's a let's say reel, I'll see how many shares are there, because you can see that now. So this kind of tells you what are the content that your consumer is liking. These are the content that you're going to put extra stars on, so that you know that these are the topics that you want to give more attention to. Always check the comment section of your competitors posts, because there you will have questions, discussions that your real time consumers are doing. So that will help you gather more content ideas. I do this a lot. Whenever I'm engaging with my audience, engaging with my competitors, I always go to their comment section. If I find any question, I screenshot it and save it, because I feel there you see the real time problem that your consumers are facing. Now you actually get into the research. When you are done with all the 3 things, now the actual fun begins, and you start with the research. Number one thing you need to do when you're doing the research is have a spreadsheet open. Okay, have a window open on your laptop, where you are actually noting down all the links of the post, all the content ideas that's coming to your mind. Or maybe have a notebook aside where you're writing the content ideas that's coming to your mind, with the pointers, every content idea, and have their pointers there. Now in your spreadsheet, you will have these 3 to 4 sections. First is the link. Okay, you're going to put the link of the post. Second is the content topic that caught your attention, or if you had like these 3 to 4 topics, you will just choose one of them and write what topic is resonating with this post. Okay, and third is the pointers that you got from that particular post or that particular vlog that you want to cover in your reel or post. Now when you are constantly consuming content, you will also have a lot of content coming to your mind. Now you're going to note everything that's coming to your mind. If you see a content and you have it all written and the pointers and all, and there's something that's coming to your mind, just note it down in that extra box. This is the time where you're doing the content research and also the ideation. This is something that goes hand in hand, not differently. Okay, now that you're done with the research, here's an additional step you need to do. Now you have to see all the topics that you have noted down, all the pointers that you have noted down from top to bottom. Just read it aloud, and whatever is coming to your mind, whatever idea, be the most foolish idea, just note it down in a notebook or your laptop itself. Just note everything down. You do not have to make sense of anything when you're doing this. Just note everything that's coming to your mind, and trust me, when you see this afterwards, when you are creating the content, you will have the most amazing ideas in front of you. Because I have experienced this. Because when we are in an active mode of consumption of the content, we actually start ideation in the background, and when we give it a little bit of attention and we start noting down whatever is coming on our mind, we actually come up with really good ideas. And that's the best time to do the ideation as well. Like I said, it goes hand in hand. So yeah, that's it. We are done. That's how easy it is to do the content research. See, the main thing is audience research and the market research. If you put in enough time and energy to that area, you actually can do this all in a very less time. So make sure you check out my reel that I've posted, so that will help you understand the audience and market research as well. The link will be in the description, so you can check that. Or if you want me to make the video, you can let me know in the comment section. That was it for this video. Do not forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon to get notified every time I post my video. Bye bye.